that I'd like someone like me?
I mean, I had 14 people at this party. I mean,
That was 14 people that came to meet someone like me.
wow. So I guess the moral is don't try to have the last word with the Borca de Corbichu waitress.
Welcome.
Welcome in.
Welcome in.
Welcome in to Good Enough.
Welcome to the German episode of Good Enough. By popular demand, it's all German, all episode. Wer bist
Sabrina,
du?
how you doing?
I'm good. I'm tired. We had a really fun show last night.
Yeah, we
Right?
had a fun show. We did Chaos in LA with Chelsea Peretti. Great crowds coming out. Netflix is a joke. Big full crowds. I was very surprised to see the theater so full.
And I do believe you gave me some compliments on the scene that I wrote for us to cold read.
It was so funny. But man, you just love AI.
Yeah, so we're starting the show, and this is how my sketch started. Ready?
Attention. By order of the United States Armed Forces, under the newly enacted Masculine Women First Directive, you have been selected for immediate service. Effective immediately, you, Sabrina Jalees, are hereby called to report for duty. Your strength, your resilience, and
All
your
right, that's good.
unmistakable
That's good.
presence have not un-
And then I basically had Chelsea and Natasha sing me like swan songs, like goodbye songs.
Does everyone know you're Canadian? You're one of the lucky
Everybody,
ones?
yeah, I'm Canadian. So, well, yeah, in the beginning, Natasha goes like, Sabrina just got her citizenship, and then the voicemail played. Anyway, it was so fun. I had so much fun. I love doing shows with you, Natasha. But we're not doing a show right now. We're doing a real chat.
Well, I'll just jump right into my motherhood era
Okay.
because it is husk. I feel like a husk.
Elaborate. Please elaborate.
I'm like
No.
yesterday's makeup smeared on me still. I'm like a rash that broke out on my skin. I'm like I'm like that painting that you never got framed that's just sitting there in the corner that you look at every day. I'm like the thank you card that never got sent. Like I just feel like
Oh, Natasha, I love you. I love
I'm
you.
solo parenting. I mean, I know a lot of people do this, but I don't know how. I
You
mean,
know, solo parenting, two pronunciations, solo parenting and solo.
it's like you said, it's too many times. It's like the morning time. And then I still have this chunk of time in the day, but I can't seem to get ahead.
No, yeah, we were talking on the phone before we were recording, and I just think it's like if you're doing stuff in the night and then you're doing stuff in the day, that's too many stuffs. And so that's like the reason why, I mean, so much of our conversation when we talk to other parents, specifically other moms that do stand up, it's like, it's no wonder that people just disappear because it's just too fucking much. It's like a huge ask to figure it out. And Ali Wong really has figured out how to do it. But I think what she's done is she's like figured out how to go out and be a night owl, but spend the day with the kids and with herself and have like take like hikes and stuff. I don't know. It's
Well,
just, it does feel.
she says no to a lot of things.
She says no to coming on this podcast, but wants to get lunch.
But she also says no to hosting huge award shows. I'm just saying because she knows that is going to take away her time from her, kids that she wants to have, which is probably after school until dinner time. And then
Yes.
after dinner time, she can go do stand up. I mean, I feel like I need like 5 more IQ points in order to really nail the schedule situation because I'm
You know what
not.
she also revealed to me, though, that she doesn't need a lot of sleep. And I think that's, rather than IQ points, your IQ is there. You just did like a gorgeous Pulitzer Prize-worthy poem about being a husk. And I know that was freestyled because you didn't have time to write it, bitch. So your IQ is there. It's just the husk part, I think, if I'm going to relate, is like, it's tired out here on these streets. If I could sleep for 24 hours, I'd love that.
Well, also, it's like I'm trying so hard with the kid. Like this morning, it was like bacon. She doesn't want bacon. I made her a smoothie. She gagged and spit it out the window. Then
So
I
she's
made
doing
her
cartoon strip
a
stuff.
hard-boiled egg. She ate one piece of it. I'm like, I'm trying to get her fed before school, and it's so
Okay,
hard. And the teacher's like, make sure to give them a nice breakfast. It's like, I'm trying.
the teacher's German, so that
She's
fits with
not.
everything. Make sure to give them a nice breakfast before we torture them.
I just think people don't understand it's not that easy. It's not just about making it, you know? It's like, how do you get them to eat it?
Okay, I here's one thing that I will say because this is where I'm going to come in with daddy vibe. Shauna went away this past weekend, of course, to a EDM Fleetwood Mac show in the desert. She
Fun.
highly recommends it. She danced so hard that her shoes fell apart. I've got to show you this picture. It's insane. Her shoes look insane. It looks like she
I
was
need
dragged from
that.
a car. Yeah, you need that. You should go next year. I feel like we should all go next year, although I don't want to crowd her thing because she had so much fun with her friend in the desert. You go with Shauna. I'll stay with the kids. And there's something nice about, we've talked about this, when it's like just you against the machine and it's like, we're going to do things my way. And I will say, Shauna puts so much effort into breakfast and it really is great. And she is doing formative shit with their bodies. And I get it. But the like Four Seasons continental rollout of variety is not appreciated by them and is not necessarily going to get them to the Greek. Like, I tell when I'm looking after them, and I know, I mean, I can like see the comment section popping off with people that are low key attracted to me. But I tell them, Wolfie, like, go make yourself a piece of toast. So that's done. I don't have to do anything. Go make your brother a piece of toast. Put some butter on it. Put some honey on it. That's something in your belly. Another thing is like, I know breakfast is important, and I think that for her, she's like, this is the meal that I know I am clocking what is going into their bodies, and that's smart and good. And I'm saying everything with a balance and a grain of salt, because if it was just toast every morning, that's not great. But like, mix it up so that they appreciate the big effort meals, and like a piece of toast is okay. It's food in their belly. And then you can, to me, where it counts is like dinner. Then we're like, that's where it's like, you know, and it's another thing if your kid is like, your teacher's talking about your kid is hungry and they're not eating their lunch, that's a whole other battle. But I'm just like, there's so much to do in the morning. Get the water bottles, get ready, get the fucking lunchbox ready. I was talking to this friend of mine that was staying with her sister, and she was like, I had to leave because the way that they would scream in the morning to get out the door. And I was both like, in my mind, like, oh, they sound crazy. And then also like cut to the audio in my house and it's like, get the fuck out the door! You know, and it's like, it's just like, it's like, cause it's too much. It is too much. Like I said on the phone the other day, sometimes life is too tough and ask. Get your kid to make themselves a piece of toast. Would she eat a piece of toast?
Yeah, probably.
So like, that's it. It's like offering all these things. It's like, let her have a piece of toast and then say, you know, like every other day is your day. And then if I let it and make it like sound special, it's like you get to be the chef and use this jam and butter and put the toast in and do it yourself. And that'll help mom a lot. And then every other day you help mom by eating the meal that I make you. Because then they also, I think when they participate in making something, then they know what it is to put effort into making something, and then they can relate to you. You're not just this robot that keeps pumping out different food items.
Well, I'm trying to do that with clothes. Like every time I see that she's left something on the floor, like last night, I woke her up. Because I'm like, I go, we need to break the cycle. Because I feel like she's doing the same thing
You
that.
woke her up in the middle of the night to
No,
break
not
the
the
cycle?
middle of the night. It wasn't like Mommy Dearest, but she had just listened to Little Red Riding Hood, was about to fall asleep, and then I saw that she
Okay.
took her pants off in the living room and just left them there. And it's like, this has been like a daily thing, and I'm like, I can't live with two people who do this. You know, like I am going to try to stop this cycle.
Yeah.
And this morning she did put her breakfast dishes away without saying anything, and that does not happen very often. So
That's good. That's good. You know, we've had this conversation offline about like a Shauna, if you listen to the episode with Shauna, so a few weeks ago, she was talking, you and Shauna relate to being the tidy ones and being married to messy people and not wanting that to rub off on the kids. And I think there's two things that first of all, I want to say, I just heard you with the, like, I don't want to have live with two people that have ghost pants that show up everywhere. Got it. And that made me say, like, oh yeah, because if she sees Moshe doing that, then she knows it's okay. And now I'm connecting and I'm like, got it. You don't want to show your kids this behavior of not being tidy. That being said, we are all monkeys. We all just like rather be hanging in a hammock between trees. And it is like a housebreaking thing to teach us to not piss on the floor. Like, it's like it is like a conditioning, and like you are going to be the one to condition her the same way Wolfie makes his bed because Shauna shows him. That'll be like her thing. I'll show him different things, but like, good for you for being that shepherd, that German shepherd. And
I'm an Italian shepherd.
Ooh, I'm a half Pakistani, half Swiss shepherd. Do you want to hear about my era?
Yes, let's hear it.
Okay. My era is, well, I kind of teased it, that Shauna went away, and then Wolfie had a sleepover on Saturday. And my era is just cuddling in bed with my 2-year-old little rascal boy and being like, I think that's the first time that's happened since he was born. So my era is just
Aww.
a smooshy little whooshy guy. So cute. And we listened to Raffi, which I used to listen to when I was little.
Totally.
Baby Beluga.
You did?
Baby Beluga. Apples and bananas.
Wait, that you would remember that from your childhood? Wow, you really are young.
Look, it was just 10 years ago. No, it was so, so cute. So I guess my era is, I feel proud of it too. And I feel like I maybe like the thing that it feels good to give Shauna a break, and it feels good to take it all on, and it feels good to miss her in the house. And I am like, everybody go get like, I don't even think the Airbnb was expensive, but like all the women should go to the desert and dance if they want to till their heels fall off, or gossip till their mouth gets sore, That's what I think. I guess it's kind of a short era. But off of that weekend, I have a question that comes from internally from my house, and it's from a child. And the child's name is Wolfie. And this was his question for us today.
Love it.
Why don't you go so hard on Rowan when he's being very, 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 very bad?
What do you mean when you say very bad?
Like if he throws, like if he's choking someone and then he hits them in the face, and then he pinches them, and then he bites them, and then he pulls their hair.
Hopefully the
And
person's not just
yesterday he
wrestling
kept
with
on
him.
tackling me.
Baby, I think that's a two-way street. I see you tackling him as well.
But yesterday it was only because you were gone.
That you were tackling him?
No, that he was doing a bunch of bad things.
What do you say that he's 2?
Yeah, I say he's 2 and he doesn't understand anything. My slogan for Rowan is, he doesn't understand a goddamn thing. we have to treat Rowan like he's a sack of potatoes. And like, I think also, I do this too. I can hear Shauna like reasoning with him or talking to him, and I'm like, it's never gonna work. And then like 5 minutes later, I'm in the same place where I'm like, why are you throwing the marbles? And it's like, literally, I do think the one thing that we can glean from these like reels and stuff is like, you just got to remove them from the option of doing it. So like, and we are struggling with him throwing his food. It's so disrespectful. It's like so fucking Gordon Ramsay coded bitch at a restaurant. You know, Shauna puts all this effort into making this fucking breakfast with the eggs and the avocado, and this bitch throws it on the floor. She sends me pictures of just like splatters of food. And I'm like, we can't, it's like ultimately all we can do is just like take the food away. That's what they say. It's like so frustrating, but like there's just not much. It's like you go no, and then you take the food away. And that's another campaign for toast. Toast. Easy to clean, easy to throw away. Toast.
Yeah, I know. Ugh, it's so hard. I think maybe third grade they can start making their own breakfast.
Yeah, but I mean, no, already now. Wolfie loves to cook. Wolfie loves to make things, and of course it makes a mess, but you clean it up later and like try to teach them to clean it up. And the simpler the thing, the better. He'll make these toasts. He'll like put the toast in the toaster. He'll put butter on it. He'll put honey on it, and then he'll put rainbow sprinkles on it. This is perfect. Probably healthier than a Pop-Tart.
You know what? I have a good tip is that Dr. What's it called? The brewer's yeast, the salty. She
Brewer's
calls them
yeast.
salty sprinkles. What's it called?
Ooh.
It's
Brewer's yeast is what you have when you eat when you're lactating, right? To make
no,
more
no,
milk.
it's what do you call that stuff?
Oh, nutritional yeast.
Yes, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's not
Yes.
nutritional yeast, but she really likes it with like salt and nutritional yeast and butter, and
It's really unfortunate that yeast cannot be untied from an infection in your pussy. It's really tough branding for all of these foods that are filled with literally just things that make me think of cottage cheese coming out of my body.
Ew, what?
I'm just being real.
Okay, do we have a meme? What's next on your agenda, Sab?
Well, it's just a quick little agenda. I don't really have a big agenda today. We worked really hard last night, so I want to take it easy on us. What was I gonna say? Oh, I have a question. Question from the audience.
Okay, wondering what you do when there's another mom in your friend group who probably has the best intentions but asks questions with sort of a know-it-all tone. And you get irritated when they ask questions, but also you want to connect and continue being in this group of community, but this person really annoys you.
This seems like this is just like coded with basically like what do you do when you're in a group of friends and you don't like someone, but you're in a mom group, but you can't
Yeah.
avoid seeing them. Do you
Is
have
this
this?
a text situation, do you think, or in person?
I think it's an in-person situation. I think to me, like every morning I drop Wolfie off and then I go have coffee with a bunch of moms from Wolfie's school while I wait for Rowan's school to open. And it's really sweet and really cute. And also it's like a group of people. I feel like, Ashley Tisdale wrote this article. Ashley's a friend of mine about a toxic mom group. And we may or may not be working on a show about it. But it is really interesting. I think like part of like the core of the show that we're working on is this idea that like when you become a mother, there's this illusion that you like transcend all of the bullshit from like female dynamics in high school. And in reality, it's the same shit, but it's just like now you have strollers and you have babies and your babies are like mini me's of your problems. And then there's that layer of it. And
I mean, what do you do in just a normal childless friend group when you don't like someone?
you text on the side while they're talking. So I think that's what you do. You text on the side and you go, this bitch fucking talking this shit again.
I cannot believe that I've never accidentally texted the person that I'm talking about.
You haven't?
No, like, like when you're talking shit on a
Yeah, I
sidebar.
definitely have done bad things.
You've done that?
I think I did it once and then I pressed edit and then delete and was like, hello. So we've given 2 excellent courses of action. Text on the side. If you accidentally text her, delete, go, girl, I love it. Great
That's good to know about the edit. You could get rid of it pretty fast.
You can. And you
gotta be
especially if
on
you're
your
doing it
game.
in real time, you're talking shit. You always talk shit in real time.
Once I did accidentally text my aunt when she came to one of my shows. I thought I was texting my opener and I was like, God, I can't stand my family, my fucking aunt, or something like that.
Oh, wow.
And then she was pretty nice about it. She just pretended like she didn't see it.
Oh, but you didn't unsend. You couldn't unsend it?
This was like 10 years ago. They didn't have the edit situation. And
Yes.
I don't remember how exactly I planned it, but then to my credit, she was drunk, so she probably didn't really even remember it.
Okay. Are you part of a mom group over there, or am I your mom group?
Mom groups, no, I was part of like a really fun like couples thing, like three couples, and we were all friends texting, but then
That's
there
when you
was a
guys were all hooking up, though. I'm not
no,
talking
we
about
weren't.
sex. I'm
But then
not
there was a
talking about.
divorce, and then that always happens. There's
Ah.
always something happens, you know?
Oh, are they happier? We don't want to
No,
get
everyone's
into it.
upset.
Everyone's upset?
Yeah.
Well, tell them to call into the show. I'm interested in this.
But yeah, what you do in the morning sounds really sweet. I would love to find an organic situation like that and just try to see the best
All
in
you
them.
gotta do, literally just roll up on a bunch of moms and like they won't even notice. There's already 8 of them. Sometimes people come in and I'm like, one time a lady did come in and we're like, did anyone know that lady? It's just like that everyone, moms are too tired to distinguish whether you belong there or not. Just sit down and be like, my husband's a fucking asshole. And they'll all just be like, oh my God, girly.
Another thing you can do too is just try to get the best out of the mom because sometimes if a mom is condescending and looking down on you, because I had that situation too, but you know, she really was one of the more, thoughtful moms, you know? So sometimes those people who are looking down on you might actually, I would always like to ask people on the extreme so I could figure out where I land on stuff. And so asking like the most careful, the most, intense mom, and then also asking someone who's very laid back like you, and then trying to find out like where I land. So, try to make use of them if you can.
Oh, use her. That's right. Use her. Does she have vacation property? What can you get out of her?
Exactly.
So that when she's being annoying, you're like, at least I got that Nuna stroller.
Yeah, and another thing, I'm a big proponent of telling someone, yeah, I didn't like that,
I like
privately.
that. Wait, privately or in? I like doing it in session. That's cool.
Yeah, like
Just the way you said that. I'm taking that.
I've been having this fantasy lately because about 6 months ago, I got an email from a casting director asking me if they're like, I know things are really tight right now with everyone. Is there any way, like, we thought of you to be a stand-in for this, actor on Star Trek? And I wrote back and I was like, thank you so much for thinking of me. I don't really do stand-in work.
That is the most lunacy
I
thing I've
know, but
ever heard of.
I've been having this fantasy, like, just because they're a casting director, why couldn't I have written back? This is really, I'm kind of surprised you would ever even say this. And
Is this a prank?
yeah, or like, this is never something I would even consider. And I'm sort of offended that you asked. Best of luck in the future. Like, who cares if she never uses me again? She's never going to cast me
She
anyway.
clearly thinks of you as literally the person to stand next to the person she would cast.
I mean, nothing against stand-in work, but
No, but
I'm
if you're a
52,
stand-in, you're a stand-in.
I'm a professional actor. I'm working. But like, why didn't I just tell her what I thought? Why did I be like, thank you so much for considering me. I'm going to be in Japan in that time frame. Like, I should
But
have
if
just
I
said,
wasn't, I'd be right there. And
right,
if
I
you
should
need
have just
someone
said,
to work craft services.
I would never consider this, and quite frankly, I find it offensive that you said this. And let her come back apologizing, because you know what? She probably would have thrown me apart for feeling like
Yeah.
a fucking asshole.
Let's not go that far. Here's the reason why I am sort of weak on these types of moments. Although I am a confrontational person, and I will tell you about the story that after the LA fires, when I was at the Saguaro and a waitress was coming at me and I got in an argument with her, and let's just say she did win because she did give me an incredible line. We'll get to that. I will get to that. But the reason why I don't usually do combat is because I feel so sad after, Like if
Yeah.
I send someone a message that's like, you want to know how I really feel, bitch? Then I'm on the hook for like, did they write back? Did they write back? And what did they say? When you just end it by being like, oh, not available, it's kind of like high horse. And then you're like, you talk shit about the casting director. I think putting something in there that's a little like, I would never do this, but it's strange. Maybe you were thinking of someone else. I'm simply a main character energy. And by that, I will play small parts, but I won't stand in for them. Like,
I mean, it
that's
was the
fine, but
stupidest job. It was like move to Toronto.
hey, that's where I'm from. Actually,
But
you know
it
what?
was,
Next time, send it to me. We're about the same height.
but yeah, it was just like the gall. But I don't know. I feel like I would have felt good for saying something. All right, what did the Sagaro woman say?
So the LA has absolutely burnt to a crisp. Everyone, as you know, that lived here was like just a little, what my dad would call burkati korbutri, which is pigeon with a broken wing. And I know that because my dad said it when my mom got a bad haircut once. I was FaceTime and he goes, "Oh, you want to talk to burkati korbutri?"
That is so cute. Wait, Burkity Kobuchi?
Burkati korbutri.
That's how I feel.
You are. Husk is Burkati Korbutri. That's like your meditation mantra.
Okay. So
I do this like 10-minute transcendental meditation, and while you're like meditating, she gives you like 5 options of like worthy. It could be your mantra could be worthy or trust, but she's missing Burkati Korbutri.
pigeon with his wing cut off.
Pigeon with a broken wing. Cut off would be better. It's just broken and
That is the vibe. All right.
so I'm Burkati Korbutri just driving. I remember we got an Airbnb in like San Diego, and then while we're
And just to
driving
be
there,
clear, even people whose houses didn't burn, the air quality was so terrible, everybody was
thick,
exodusing.
yes, thick smoke, and we could see the Eaton fire from our house. So we were like, we got to get out of here. Rowan was tiny little baby that was in the NICU because he couldn't breathe, and we're like, well, we're not trying to fill him up with smoke. Little smoke pinata filled baby boy. So we first rented something in San Diego and then realized, oh, the wind is blowing there. And we didn't have TV or, our phones were drained, and we were like, okay, well, a bunch of people were going to Palm Springs. So we're like, we're going to go to Palm Springs.
The air is better.
We check into one of our favorite hotels, the Saguaro, and they made it right for me because they knew that she was wrong, but she did win the fight. So we're at I've corralled 14 people to come to this hotel, and we're having a big group dinner, and we're all kind of shell-shocked, and it's fajita night. Ugh. And my wife loves fajitas, so I'm like, you know what? We've come to the right place. If all of LA had to burn down for all of us to have this gorgeous fajita dinner, we put the order in, we're all starving. We wait 30 minutes, we wait 40 minutes. We see people get the food that ordered after us. We say, wait, what's going on? You feed these Burkati Korbutris. Come on. This wing's not going to fix itself. An hour goes by, and we're with a bunch of kids too. And at the 1 hour mark, I start being like, hey, what's going on? And she was very waved me off. And then I went above her head to the manager and was like, we've been waiting for a really long time. And he's like, yeah, it's just really chaotic. Anyway, it was 90 minutes in that we got cold fajitas. And she stopped serving us because once I'd gone over her head, she was pissed. And I just said to her on my way out, I saw her in the patio by all the cactuses in the desert night. And I remember thinking to myself, you know what? Go just sort this out. Make it right. I was trying to de-escalate. I was like, hey, I just want you to know we were all really hungry, and it just felt like you were not really caring. And I know that you're probably, she goes, you don't know what I'm going through. I said something about the fire. She goes, well, you don't know what I'm going through. You don't know if my father's dead or my father just died. And I'm like, oh my God, did your father just die? She goes, you don't know. And I'm like, okay, well, you lost me. You had me at my father just died, and you lost me at you don't know. And then I go, all right, well, I just wanted to explain why we talked to the manager. And she goes, you know what? I hope you never meet someone like you. It was fire.
Oh.
Air horns. I mean, I hope you never meet someone like you is the best fucking thing you could say to someone. Because it left me reeling in the night with my broken wing. I remember like laying in the hammock being like, of course I'd like to meet someone like me. I mean, there's parts of me that I wouldn't like to meet, but of course that's just normal that you would irritate someone like you, would probably irritate someone like you, and then there'd be things that you'd love about someone like you. I called all my friends and like, do you think you someone like me? Do you think that I'd like someone like me?
I mean, I had 14 people at this party. I mean,
There was 14 people that came to meet someone like me.
wow. So I guess the moral is don't try to have the last word with the Borka de Corbitu waitress. Sorry, I don't speak Urdu.
No, I love Borka de Corbitu. Is sort of like that is to me giving like a woman in a burqa, but she speaks French. And she's trying to get to Corfu, but she can't pronounce it.
All right. Well, listen, I'm crying now, so I think that's a good time to get.
Let's wrap it up. But honestly, Natasha, I hope you never meet someone like you.
I hope you never meet someone like you too.
Oh, I love you.
I love you.